I often concern myself with what other people think about my art and how it reflects onto the woman that they see in front of them. How's a song or video or art piece change the way that other people look at me? Does it change the way that they look at me? One of the things I worry about most is the idea that they don't care. That when other people see my art presented, they don't feel strongly any which way. I'm incredibly afraid of my art bouncing off the audience without an effect on them. And because of that fear, I project negative feelings towards the audience. Their indifference becomes outright rejection in my mind. I have to consciously fight against this thought. If I let that thought win, I can't make any more art. I'll be too scared of rejection. I have to make art, and I have to be rejected for it. For people like me, trans women, taking up space is not the default assumption by society. When a man sits on a bus, it's a mundane experience. No one thinks twice about it. Why would anyone stare at such a banal sight? But when I sit on a bus, I'm a spectacle. I get stares. People look at me. They analyze my behavior. They try and guess things about me. For a cis man to create banal, wallpaper-esque, boring art, it's fine. Boring art is rarely challenged when it features these people in power. It's often celebrated, championed as great achievement. However, trans women don't have the privilege of having poorly made art feature us. Taking up space in society is not something that's given to us by default. I have to forcefully take it by demanding that my art exist, that my poorly created art deserves a place next to other people's poorly created art. I have to stand in defiance of all the people that reject my art, because as trans women, we need more failed artist representation. Creating art rebels against the idea that I'm not worth creation. I deserve to have a beautiful thing to care for. Reaching out to those people like me that I so desperately need to connect with comes with further developing my crafts and aesthetic tastes. I don't really spend enough time on my art as is, but the reason for that is that I need to spend my time on training my artistic process and the methods that I use to create, because one day I'll finally release art that reaches a few people that are just like me, a failed artist.